Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with co-host James Mason. Good morning, James. How are you doing today?
Todd, good morning. I am doing well. How are you?
I am doing well also.
All right. Well, not back to. We are continuing this ride on the roller coaster. Up and down, up and down.
Well, the roller coaster I'm on is up. And it keeps going up. I'm looking at the SPY, and we are still in the great melt-up.
Just straight chopping around. I mean, man, to be honest, like I get tired of harping on all the reasons why this logically doesn't make sense. Because we all know it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And it just goes back to literally, I mean, the market is, it's just managed. There's no other reason for the market even to be doing any of this. And then, they just laid out this morning that initial jobless claims, they're up again. But who knows what's going to take the market down? Because apparently nothing can.
Well, we know that the market can be taken down and can have a dip. There's been 2 or 3 what we thought would be a catalyst to bring the market down, and it hasn't. And that's always been the game. Like, last week when the GDP numbers came out, 2 quarters in a row, traditionally that would be like a top 5 reason why the market would drop down, and it didn't. The White House came out and redefined the definition of recession. So now we're in a guessing game trying to understand what is going to be the reason or the catalyst that they're going to let the market dip. Are the Feds buying equities? Are they keeping it up? And what's the reason for keeping it up? That's where we're at, I think.
Well, they're only going to let it dip whenever they decide to let it dip. Like the market does not move up or down based off of fundamentals or macro. It does with macros. But hell, let's be honest. They know when a lot of these macros are coming in and going to happen. And they'll start to trade in that direction before they even happen. But like this shit that's just been going on, man, who even knows anymore? Let me show my chart real quick.
The whales know.
I think it's this chart. All right. So we can see this 5-minute chart right here. And it's choppiness. That's all there is to really say about it. We had this little wild pre-market ride right here, and then just volatility setting in, and then chop. When is the complete breakout down going to happen? Man, I don't have a freaking clue, because every time I've been trying to point it out, every time it has been breaking down, it would literally bounce. And it's just one of those things. But if we look at the daily chart right here, we can see this channel of strong resistance, and you see these 3 lines. Let me just zoom out so we can see the resistance. Same area over and over. We can see right here we can see the breakdown right here. We can see it acting as support, bouncing right there. All the noise right here. So we're definitely at that critical range. And I really do expect it to do whatever it's going to do here. It's just I don't know how long it's going to do it for whatever it's going to do in this range. But curl over and then really just roll off the edge of the cliff and free fall. So that's what I'm really waiting on. I mean, really, they're just freaking killing my premiums on my options. That's all that's going on. My actual like entries, like where I've entered my trades based off the chart. I mean, they've been pretty solid, but man, it doesn't matter when you're trading options because if they keep dragging those premiums out, man, that's where you start losing your money.
As John posted here in the comments that next Wednesday the CPI numbers come out, and that's going to be a big day. I think that is going to be a big day. I agree. That's an organic catalyst that's going to come into play. So I think that's one we're going to keep our eyes on for watching what's going to take place.
The thing is, we already know those numbers are high, and that's what doesn't make any sense here. But that's what the market makers do. I mean, it ain't supposed to make sense. If it honestly made sense, it would be too easy to make money. It would literally be like, okay, this stock is back down to its lows, buy it, and we'll sell it when it goes to its highs. It would, and that's really how retail traders try to think about it. You know, that's why everybody says the whole buy low, sell high, if you want to make money. And that's obvious. That's obvious. But you know what? You want to know what else is obvious is that the market doesn't work that way. Buy low, sell high. While sounds perfect as a strategy on paper, that's just not how. It's just not that easy in the stock market. You know, and that's why the market makers do what they do, and that's why they have the money that to do is because they know how to manipulate the market and really it, you know, in terms of like trading options, for instance, you could be right overall in terms of what you may or may not feel, or not may not, but you could be right in what you feel is going to happen. But if you don't pick that right damn contract, that's the issue. And the thing is, there's no way to know if you pick the right contract because as soon as that thing moves or gaps against you, man, you done had that hit to the premiums. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different dynamics here, but you know, just overall market, man, who knows when it's going to drop. I honestly, I don't see it going on the little bull run that Wall Street's trying to push out now, trying to talk about, the market's going to go on a second bull run. I don't see that shit happening. Like, there's way too many bearish macro events that are just laying on the market.
James, if you want to know a little secret, I know when the market's going to crash or dump or take a dump.
Hey, you know what? I will give you $100 if you let me know each time.
Okay, here I want my $100 then. I'd like you to sell all your puts today at 10:30 a.m. this morning. At 10:35.
Yeah, and bot calls. Yeah, if I did that, if I sold my puts and bot calls, like, okay, put it this way: the spot could go ripping up to 417. I could buy calls, sell my puts, and then
the market's gonna rip down.
Yeah, it's gonna end up closing at 380.
So Lucky Behind just posted, and it's a comment that I've mentioned in the past, that I want to bring up again, is that are they propping the market up for the elections? We just had the primaries 2 days ago. holding this up through November is going to be a challenge, I believe. But I do think we're going to see some volatility, and then I think we're going to see the market prop back up going into the elections.
I mean, that usually kind of is the case. But man, I just don't know. Like, there's just too much. Put it this way, like, China is waiting to shit all over the United States' plate. And it's coming. It will come. And the thing is with China, man, it's going to be done in such a sneaky ass way. And it's going to catch the market off guard.
Well, some theorize that that's what they did to Trump with COVID. That was a planned attack, and there was a conspiracy belief out there that was only way to bring him down, and it worked.
Hey, don't make me put on my tinfoil hat and talk about it. But yeah, let's run through the comments. We really haven't been through the comments lately.
All right.
So yeah, everybody, as for like talking about charts, I mean, we're still in the same boat. I mean, we're in this chop. It's in this weird meld up in the market, and now just chopping at the top, or what I think is the top. But what sucks about that chop is obviously if you're trading options, killing premiums. Let's see. S. John, thank you for all the news.
Yeah, Larry, we've been trying the no video to see if it's a different look or see just trying some things out. And we are in our PJs.
What PJs?
We talked about this yesterday.
Hold on a second. I'm just reading through comments.
Bad earnings on retail is a different scenario. I agree with that 100%. You can't. I mean, you go to the common man down out and about at the gas station pumping their putting gas in their tank and ask them on the spot, quick interview, 1 or 2 questions about the economy. I'm going to guarantee you that 85% of them are going to give you a negative response. Gas is up. I mean, just the gas pump alone is enough to put people into a negative mode.
Leo, let's see. POAI has a little movement this morning. Actually, I haven't looked at a P chart today, at least.
It hit 47 cents.
That's one of the reasons why I don't look at it, just because I start calculating numbers in my head of what my P&L is. Man, that crap just gets discouraging. But man, they need to hurry the hell up, man. I'm freaking tired of it. Tired of waiting. I mean, I believe in what they're doing, but damn, come on.
Well, the good news is that small cap runners have been back and they've been running hard. They've been dangerous short opportunities. I mean, dangerous, like you don't want to, if you're shorting, your people are getting smoked. So we're in the season. POA wants to drop a PR and do a runner. It doesn't seem to matter when they drop these PRs. They're running in after hours. They're running in pre-market. They're running in interday. So whatever Karen wants to drop a PR and do her thing, go for it. No, Teresa. Yeah. It's not Karen, it's Teresa.
I was wondering who the hell Karen was. Talking about like small caps. Going back to the whole GameStop saga, when I said, man, they're not going to tolerate this shit with the short squeeze stuff. They're going to change all this around. And they did. They did. Like, hold on a second. Let me close my door. right. They absolutely did. And the small caps is definitely one of the areas where they did. Because before, man, they hardly ever would release something intraday like they have been. And it's been harder to spot those trades because when they're doing them intraday, they're happening so quickly. But intraday, it's weird for me because when I see something start to pop off, I immediately just think pump and dump because it will go from literally zero volume to millions of shares. And then you start to see it hit resistances and it will slow down. And you're just like, yeah, pump and dump. And then you look back later and then it's up 150 more % than what it was. And it's just like, shit. And then you realize, oh, man, they just released some news on it. And then if you chase that damn thing, everybody and their mom already has eyes on it and has their hands in it. And at that point, when everybody has their hands in it, I mean, you don't want it, like, because you're gonna get caught holding those bags in the drop, and there's no hope. I mean, really, there's not gonna be any hope because the run didn't happen. But man, they have switched up the entire game in terms of like when and how they move stocks and how they're entering stocks. It is more aggressive. So I mean that's just me ranting about what I said.
No, there's a couple things that you said there. Plus, you got to add in, I think the short traders, the short bias traders, there's more of them. And I think they're piling into two positions, which helps squeeze these small caps also. Where 2 years, 5 years, we weren't getting that same pressure. And I only say it because short low keep prices have gone up and then become unavailable. Way more commonplace today than in the past. So I know there's more short traders that are in trades, and then they get caught, and then the ticker gets squeezed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird world right now. And like outside of like algorithms or anything, like just being a normal trader, I mean, we're all still acclimating to what they have done to change things. And the issue is we don't exactly know what all they've changed things. We can only assume. And I just know that like small cap world doesn't trade how it traded really for years. With honestly where I found all my success. It's just how they're hitting them, man. It's so weird. But yeah. Let's see what else we got going on in the comments. Let's see. This is from Ryan. The Fed has no idea what they're doing. They're winging it. Honestly, I agree with that. I don't know if anybody noticed one of the Fed. Golly, who was it in the Fed yesterday? It's one of his regional presidents or whatever. If you actually read his comments, like, not only was he contradicting himself, he was literally sitting on both sides of the aisle. It was just like he was out there flapping his gums, for talking about, I don't see us going into recession and all this other crap. And I'm just like, dude, why are you even saying this shit right now? It's actually having an impact on the market. Like, stop saying this shit, dude. Like, you're just literally you're playing damn chin music right here just to have words coming out of your mouth. And there's no reason at all to even be saying this. I really just want to say, hey, listen here, you son of a bitch. You're fucking up my puts right now.
and I'm sure the response would be like, oh, Mr. Mason, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
We are about 6 minutes away from the start of the market.
All right, let's go ahead and just wrap it up right there. It's still a spot show right now. until we see something happen with SPY. Like we need to see some movement, some logical movement. That's what we need to see. Logical movement. And right now we're not seeing it. So other than that, Todd, that's all I have for today. Do you have anything else?
Nope. Have a good day trading. We'll see you guys early next week.
All right, everybody. We appreciate y'all tuning in. A wild market is obviously taking place. I'm sure y'all know this already. Man, just be careful. It is tough right now. Like so tough. But other than that, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will catch y'all in the next one.